Hello everyone, I'm Rachel from the Innisfil mediaLAB and Library, and in today's tutorial we're going to learn how to take green screen images and edit them using FX PhotoKey. When you come into Picasso, begin by clicking the desktop and clicking on the PhotoKey program. The program will then open, and your next step is you're actually going to go to the top of the screen and click Edit. This will then open and bring you to your canvas. On your right hand side, you can choose what size you would like it, either 5x7, 4x6, 8x10. And you can also choose if it'll be portrait or landscape. Today we're going to put it on portrait, and we're going to use a 300 dpi, dots per square inch. Next, click on the import option on the left hand screen, and you're going to begin importing your images. Next, go over to your right hand side and click on the foreground. This is where you're going to import your green screen image. Remember, your green screen image is always in your foreground, and then you will replace the green in your background. Next, you're going to click on the background and select your background for your green screen image. Next, you're going to go to the position option and click on your background. You're going to notice that there's a square and a circle. When you click and drag on the square, you can make your background image a lot smaller so it'll fit into your background of your green screen image. Begin by moving it into place. Go over to the right hand side. You can also click the foreground tab and change your green screen image as well. If you're noticing that you're a little bit transparent, go over to the key option on your left hand side and adjust the light wrap option at the bottom of the right hand corner, and click normal and make sure it is zeroed out. If you're still noticing that you're a little bit transparent, go under the auto chroma key option and adjust your grain, balance, and your hue. This will help adjust your image if you notice that you're a little bit transparent. After everything is all complete and you're happy with your image, you can go over to the left-hand side and you can start creating some effects. Here, you can change the composition and the contrast of your image. You can also add a vignette, and if you wanted to give a vintage look, you could add a tint and make it a sepia tone in your image. You also have the option to create text. You can go over to the text option, click Add Text, and then type in what you would like it to say on your image. Same, you can move and adjust it and change the side by clicking and dragging on your square when the arrow appears. You can tilt it and rotate it as well. Over to the right hand side, you can change the color of your text by hitting OK. And you can also make it a little bit more transparent if you wanted to. You can adjust your size. And you can also click the drop-down menu here and change your font style. When we're done with our image, we'll go over to the left-hand side and click Export. We're going to export it into JPEG, which is a standard image file, save it to the desktop, and I'm going to rename it as Rachel's Green Screen. I'm going to click Save. And now you'll be able to see the before and after. So here's the before of the green screen, and here's after. And that's some quick tips that you can use when you're using FX PhotoKey. Now, what happens when you wear green in your green screen photo? Well, that's actually a really neat effect. So we're just going to go back up to Import. We're going to now remove my image, and we're going to add a different image. I have an image of a lady wearing a green dress, and look what happens. We're just going to position it and change the size of her. So now her dress has turned into what the background is. So it's a nice spooky theme. We're going to remove the text and we're going to export this image. So now we're going to click on Export as a JPEG. I'm going to save it to the desktop for now. And now you can see what our image looked like before with just a plain green dress, and now adding some green screen technology to it. So I'm Rachel from the Innisfil mediaLAB and Library, and thank you so much for joining me today. Take care.